What's going on, guys? So I want to do a quick training video here. This strategy is for beginners. Okay, so if you are new to trading or you've been trading, I'd say under a year, under 2 years, you're still kind of getting your feet wet. You're still trying to understand the basics of price action and entries as well as exit. This is an age-old strategy that a lot of traders use. It's also a strategy that is so simple that you can use it day in and day out. Okay. I personally know a ton of traders who do this full time, and this is the only strategy that they use. Now, there's different variants to the strategy, and there's different techniques that you can use. And obviously, you can use other indicators along with this strategy to kind of maximize potential and maximize your overall move when it comes to scalping, whether that be options and or equities. So this strategy is basically just a 9 EMA. Okay, so this squiggly white line that I have on my chart here is the 9 EMA. Okay, now if we look at my chart that I currently use to trade, I use this chart here. Now I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have about 16 moving averages on my chart, along with trend lines that I draw. And these are all basically to give me a lot of support resistance areas, a lot of the moving averages on here, just to, kind of see the overall bigger picture. However, okay, let me go back to the chart here. On this strategy, this chart is very clean. So if you are new to trading, you're not going to get the whole picture of what the actual measured potential is, but this is great for scalping. We're going to set this up on the 1 hour time frame. You can use this on the 1 minute time frame, the 5 minute time frame, the daily time frame, the 15, whatever that your heart desires. However, the only reason that I'm going to say to start off with the hourly time frame when you're just starting out is because when you are trading the 1 minute and the 5 minute, the true range in the candles might be 10 cents, 5 cents, 20 cents. If you're trading some of the bigger stocks like Amazon or Tesla or Google or Netflix, those can give you $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 candles in a minute, 5 minutes, so forth and so forth. But basically, I'm taking a small cap stock here. So one of the stocks that I'm choosing is MRIN. This stock has absolutely been on fire this last week. Broke out from like the $6 area, got halted, went up to 750, then made a move to 12, 10, hit a high of 19, and then hit a high today of $25. So this strategy is going to work perfectly on stocks that have a lot of momentum, stocks that have a catalyst, stocks that are breaking out of a bottom channel or breaking pivot to the upside. You want a stock that has a lot of volume, a stock that's being heavily traded, a stock that's going to go up, and a stock that's going to go down. This strategy is going to work perfectly. It's the 9 EMA break, and I'm going to make it very clear and very simple so you can understand with a couple of back tests so we can see how this strategy works. So on this hourly chart, I have the chart pulled up from Tuesday to this Friday. Okay. So I'm going to go through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I'm going to kind of show you how this works. Now, this strategy on the hourly time frame for new traders will also help you from over trading, because a big problem that a lot of new traders have is that you guys over trade. You're looking to trade 5 stocks, 10 stocks, 15 stocks. You're looking to make 10 trades a day, 20 trades a day, 50 trades a day. Okay. We're human beings. You're not a computer. Now, I personally know somebody who makes over 90 trades a day. They do very well. They scalp the 1 minute chart, but they're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4 pennies max. They're in, they're out. They're trading with a ton of size. So if you have a smaller account, if you're under the PDT rule, if you know, you don't have a lot of buying power to buy Amazon, Tesla, so forth and so forth, this strategy will work on smaller cap stocks. It'll give you a bigger average true daily range on your trade, and it just works perfectly. So starting off here on Tuesday, we're going to go through and back test kind of how this strategy works. Again, the white line is the 9 EMA. I've also put these indicators on my 9 EMA just to give you guys a better picture. You'll see this little green arrow here. You'll see a green arrow here. You'll see a green arrow here, 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 and so forth. Okay. I use Thinkorswim. Basically, to do that, all you need to do is right click on your 9 EMA, go to edit study, show breakout signals. Yes, click OK. You're done. Okay. So just going to Tuesday, this is going to give you one solid trade on Tuesday. And this is exactly how the strategy works, guys. So pay attention. It's very, very simple. As soon as you understand this strategy, you can use it day in and day out when the opportunity presents itself. So basically what we are looking for is a long green candle bar. Okay. So the first thing that we're looking for here is we're looking for a stock to be trading over the 9 EMA. We are looking for a breakdown and a close underneath the 9 EMA. Okay. So as soon as we get that close below the 9 EMA, we are looking to reconfirm and reclaim the 9 EMA. Preferably the bigger the bar, the better. Okay. Preferably the bigger the bar, the better. So for example, we have our indicator here. We closed over the 9 EMA. At this point in time, this is an hourly chart. So this isn't going to be an hour's worth of trading and price action here. What I am going to do is set a trend line here. Okay. I'm going to set a trend line at the top wick. On Tuesday, MRIN traded to $12.80 at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday. What we are looking for is a confirmation of this price action of $12.80. As soon as we get that confirmation of price action to the upside, we are entering in the trade. Okay. Where we take profits depends on you, depends on what type of reward you're looking for. Are you a scalper where you're looking to, even though this is the hourly chart, are you looking to be in a trade for a minute, 2 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 2 days? It all depends on the chart, the setup, and what it's giving you. But for me personally, on a small stock like MRIN, I know there's a lot of momentum behind it. I know there's a lot of retail traders behind it. I know this has been, been moving upwards. On a stock like this, I would look to take $1, $2, $3, even 50 cents, depending on your sizing. So this is how the trade would work. We're looking for a close beneath the 9 EMA. Then we're looking for an extended green bar close over the 9 EMA. Okay. And your trading indicator on the 9 EMA will show you that green arrow here, signifying that, yes, we closed over the 9 EMA. We're going to draw a trend line at that top wick. And what we are looking to do is get a confirmation of that price of $12.80. And that's where we are going to enter this trade, whether you're taking options or equity. We are going to set our stop at the previous low on the 5-minute candle. I'm going to go ahead and edit this, and I'm going to make it red, because sometimes we get into these trades, they do not go our way. We start holding below our exit, hoping, wishing, praying that the stock comes back up. Guys, the stock market doesn't care about you. These stocks don't have to come back up. So I'm going to set this red nice and big here. So if we do get any close on an hourly candle below this price action here, it's my cue to take my loss, move it along, and look for another trade setup. In this case, this trade worked out perfectly. We got in the trade here. This first candle made a move all the way to $14.19. If you are a quick scalper, being that this is an hourly time frame, that is about a $1.50-$1.60 move. I'm just going to use really basic numbers here. If you took 1,000 shares, you made $1.50. Do the math. You just made over $1,000 in less than an hour. If you take 100 shares and it made $1 move, $1.50, Well, now you just made $100, 150. If you're on the option side and you took 10 contracts and your contracts moved 50 cents, 20 cents, whatever, so forth and so forth, you can do the math. Okay. So being that this did not close under the 9 EMA, we are still in this trade. If you do have a little bit more of an appetite for a bigger reward, you could have held through this, put in a top wick, did retrace, had a pullback candle, however, held the 9 EMA here, and then 1, 2, 3 hours later made a move right off of the 9 EMA, bounced up all the way to $16.08. Personally, for me, guys, with the sizing that I take and just my appetite for risk, I would have been out of this trade more than likely in the $13, $14 area, possibly 15. I would have taken my point, taken 2 points, taken 3 points, walked away from the trade, been very, very happy with it. However, let's just say that you're an absolute monster. You held through this, being that it is still above the 9 EMA. You have a runner. This made a move all the way up to $18.70. From $12 to $18 is a 6-point move. Guys, that's fantastic. Let's say, for example, you got a little bit greedy. You did not sell out of this. You continue to hold this next hour, put in a big red bar here, tested the 9 EMA, and then closed below the 9 EMA here at $13.61. So let's say, guys, you even missed all of your marks, what to get altogether from $12.80 to $13.66. You made about an 80-cent return on your investment. Even if you didn't sell out of this at the top, or even if you didn't sell out of this at 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, 6 points, and you're extremely greedy, you did not take profits off of the table, the chart, the 9 EMA saved you. You made 80 cents on the trade. Let's move it along to the next trade. I'm going to show you where that does not work and why you would not have taken this trade. So I'm going to go ahead and take this trend line off, remove this drawing. Don't mind this trend line here of 1995. This is a trend line I had here for a high of day break. Okay, so if we move along into Wednesday here, you can see that we get a first little close above the 9 EMA. The top wick is here. I'm going to go ahead and set my trend line. Trend line on this would have been $14.86. So what are we looking to do, guys? We're looking for confirmation of the top wick on the first close above the 9 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. Did we get it on the next candle? No. Did we get it on the next candle? No. And what happened 2 hours later after we set our pivot point? We closed below the 9 EMA. All bets are off. Trade is off. Okay, there is no trade. We're going to go ahead and take this trend line off. Now we're going to move into Thursday in pre-market. This put in a high of $13.36. I do not expect anybody to be awake and trading at 2, 3, 4 in the morning pre-market. However, if you're up at least an hour before pre-market, you're going to notice that, hey, we closed over the 9 EMA. You're going to set your trend line here. Your trend line is going to give you a price of $13.33. This is your pivot. Now, as we move into 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., obviously the market opens Pacific Standard Time at 6:30 a.m. So this green bar here is going to put you right at the bell, depending on where it was trading at pre-market right before the bell. You obviously would have seen the clear break of $13.33 going back to here, the first close above the 9 EMA. This is when you are going to enter this trade. Let's say that you entered the trade very late, okay? Market, the price action, even still would have saved you. Let's say, for example, you get in at $14.30. This made a fantastic move all the way up to $19.95. From $14 to $19, basically $20. That's another 6-point move. Let's say you were a little greedy. Next candle here started to pull back, consolidation, further pullback, and our first close below the 9 EMA, and that price was $14.39. Even if you didn't take profits on a 6-point move, which would be pretty ridiculous to not take profits on a scalp, in about an hour's time is ridiculous. But let's just say you did not. you still would have either broke even or made a little bit of money on this trade. So you guys can start to get the understanding here. Also on Thursday, after we closed below the 9 EMA, the preceding 1 hour candle here at 11 o'clock in the morning closed above the 9 EMA. You would set your trend line here. Trend line would be at $17.47. What we are looking for here is a confirmation of this break. Moving over, jumping into Friday, you still have your trend line on your screen. You can see here in pre-market, we did top over that pivot point. However, this is very, very early in the morning pre-market. Market does not open until 6 a.m. here. We are clearly well over the 9 EMA here. I would have looked for a pullback to the 9 EMA before I took my entry. So even though we opened on this candle here and it ran up to $25, you could have taken a stab here just because you know that you are well over the 9 EMA, you are well over your pivot. Bell opens, you could have got in this trade at $20.26 and you could have ridden this up another $5.60. And currently still trading over the 9 EMA here. Guys, that is just a very, very brief overview on how you can trade breakouts of the 9 EMA and how you would scale and take profits. Just to give you a basic of when you would have exited here. If this candle here is showing a high price of $17.25, it's closed over the 9 EMA. Your stop loss would have been the previous 5-minute candle. The low price was $14.08. As long as it does not close beneath $14.08, this you would still be in the trade. If it closes below $14.08, obviously you would cut your losses and or break even, and you would exit the trade. Okay, guys, if you're looking to swing trade, and disregard all the indicators and not so much on a scalping perspective, and you're looking to swing trade this, if we go back to Tuesday, the first time that we closed over the 9 EMA on Tuesday, the price was $12.76. That would have been your pivot. Let me just take this off so it's less confusing. We closed over the 9 EMA. Your pivot point would have been $12.74, $12.75. The previous candle's low of $8.37 would be your absolute stop loss. Let's say, for example, that you are in this trade until you make sufficient amount of money and you're going to swing this trade and or it hits your stop loss. You would have essentially been in on Tuesday and rid this all the way up to $18.92. You also would have ridden it all the way back down to $10.18. However, does not hit your stop loss. You also would have ridden this back up to 20, back down to 14, and to a high of $25.60 in 1, 2, 3, 4 trading days. Guys, from $12.75, $12.80 to $25, guys. That is over a 13, 14 point move in 4 days. Depending on your sizing, this move, a trade like this, playing a simple strategy like the 9 EMA breakout could make your month. It could make your week, depending on your sizing. If you're trading 1,000 shares and you just took 10 points and you just took 12 points, that can make your week. That can make your month, depending on the size of your account. Guys, if you like this video, I do have a private Discord where I do call out stocks live as I am trading them. I also have a daily watch list and signal list, and I also give market updates as far as option flow, news, and so forth and so forth. If you would like to join my private community, I do have a Patreon where you can sign up and it will give you access to my private Discord. I'm starting to build up that community. If not, please like and subscribe this video. Also, guys, I will see you guys all in the next video. Have a great holiday weekend. I will see you guys all next week.